People are obsessed with fast results, fast money, fast success, fast respect, fast happiness. Everyone wants the shortcut, the hack, the overnight miracle. They scroll, they compare, they rush, and then they quit. And then they ask the same question every year. Why didn't my life change? Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most people will never accept your life didn't change because you were in a hurry. The biggest advice of 2006 is simple, but not easy. Stop thinking short-term in a world addicted to instant results. Most people lose not because they are stupid, but because they are impatient. They want success before skill. They want reward before effort. They want confidence before competence. They want applause before discipline. And when life doesn't deliver fast enough, they assume something is wrong with them, or worse, that success is not meant for them. They choose easy conversations instead of difficult decisions. They want life to be smooth, but growth is never smooth. Growth is slow, silent, and uncomfortable. That's why most people avoid it. Jack Ma once said that today is hard, tomorrow is harder, but the day after tomorrow is beautiful, yet most people give up tomorrow evening. Why? Why? Because they cannot see far enough. They quit too early. They judge progress too quickly. They measure life in weeks instead of years. Long-term thinking is not popular because it doesn't give instant dopamine, no likes, no applause, no validation. When you choose long-term thinking, you look foolish at first. People laugh. They doubt you. They ask why you're working so hard with no visible reward. They don't see the roots growing underground. When they are tall, short-term thinkers ask, what do I get today? Long-term thinkers ask, who do I become in 5 years? Short-term thinkers chase trends. Short-term thinkers quit when motivation fades. Long-term thinkers continue when motivation disappears. The difference between failure and success is rarely talent, it's patience. Most people change direction too quickly. 1 month they want business, next month crypto, next month content creation, next month fitness, next month motivation. They confuse movement with progress. Running in circles feels productive, but it takes you nowhere. Long-term thinking forces you to commit, and commitment scares people because it removes excuses. When you commit long-term, you can no longer blame timing, luck, or circumstances. You must face yourself every day. People underestimate what consistency can do in 1 year, and they completely underestimate what it can do in 5. 1 hour a day doesn't look powerful, but 5 years of one focused hour will outperform 10 years of random effort. Emotion says, I don't feel like it today. Strategy says, do it anyway. Emotion says, this is taking too long. Strategy says, that's how real growth works. Emotion says, what if I fail? Strategy says, what if I quit too early? Most people want proof before belief. Long-term thinkers believe before proof. They invest time, energy, and effort when there is no guarantee. That's why their rewards look like luck later. Long-term thinking also changes how you deal with people. You stop arguing for ego. You stop reacting to small insults. You stop chasing validation. You stop proving yourself to those who don't matter. When your vision is long, your patience becomes strong. You stop asking, how do I win today? You start asking, what decision today makes my future easier? You stop spending money to impress. You start investing to progress. You stop choosing easy habits. You start choosing useful habits. Most people destroy their future for temporary relief. One bad habit doesn't ruin life. Repeating it daily does. Long-term thinking makes you question small decisions, late nights, cheap dopamine, toxic relationships, mindless scrolling. Every small choice compounds. The dangerous thing about short-term pleasure is that it feels harmless. One more episode, one more excuse, one more delay, one more shortcut, but shortcuts always collect interest later with regret. Long-term thinking teaches you to delay gratification, and delayed gratification is the language of winners. If you cannot control yourself today, you cannot control your future tomorrow. The reason people feel lost is not because they don't know what to do, it's because they don't want to wait. They want change without discomfort, but transformation demands patience. If you want respect, think long-term. If you want wealth, think long-term. If you want mastery, think long-term. If you want peace, think long-term. Short-term thinkers live in reaction mode. Long-term thinkers live in creation mode. Stop asking what you feel like doing. Ask what your future self will thank you for. Read when others scroll. Practice when others relax. Build when others talk. Stay when others quit. Your life in 2026 will not be decided by one big moment. It will be decided by thousands of small decisions made patiently when nobody was watching. Long-term thinking is lonely at first, but loneliness is cheaper than regret. And here is the final truth. If you adopt long-term thinking, you don't need motivation every day. Motivation is temporary, vision is permanent. Discipline bridges the gap. You don't need to do everything, you just need to do the right things long enough. If you understand this advice and apply it, you will separate yourself from 90% of people without competing with anyone. Because the biggest advantage in 2026 will not be money, talent, or connections. It will be patience. And those who can wait